Dear viewers, imagine a moment when no words were spoken, no review was given, only a slight trace of discomfort appeared on a pure and noble face, almost unconsciously. No human eye noticed it. The people sitting in the gathering did not perceive it. But from above the seven heavens, the Almighty Lord read the silent expression of His beloved, and centered on that very moment, the person on whose face this small sign of discomfort appeared was not an ordinary man. He was the greatest of all creation, the mercy to all worlds. So what happened that day in that respected gathering of Makkah? Why did Allah the Most High correct His beloved messenger for the sake of a humble blind companion? Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to our new video. Today our topic is about the backstory of Surah Abasa. Surah Abasa is a powerful Makki surah that teaches us humility, sincerity, and how Allah values people, not by status but by their hearts. The background of this surah is connected to an incident involving the Prophet Muhammad and a noble companion named Abdullah ibn Maktum. He was blind, poor, and deeply sincere in his faith. One day, the Prophet was speaking to some influential leaders of Christ. His hope was that if these powerful people accepted Islam, it might open doors for many others. At the same moment, Ibn Maktum came and asked the Prophet to teach him more about Islam. Because the Prophet was focused on the Christ leaders, he became slightly displeased and turned away, not out of arrogance, but out of strategic concern for dawah. Ibn Maktum again called the Prophet. The Prophet didn't say anything to Ibn Maktum and turned away. Because Ibn Maktum was blind, he didn't saw it. So he again asked the Prophet to teach him about the Quran. At that moment, a gentle crease appeared on his blessed forehead, a moment described in Arabic as Abasa. After asking for the second time, as the Prophet didn't answer to his question, Ibn Maktum thought the Prophet was busy, so he left the majlis. As he was blind, he didn't saw the Prophet's expression or the Prophet turning away from him. So he left hopelessly. The Quraysh people ended up not accepting Islam, and they also left the majlis. Immediately after this, Allah revealed Surah Abasa. Allah gently but firmly corrected His beloved Prophet. This surah began with, "He forewarned and turned away, because this came to him the blind man." This is extremely significant. Allah did not name the Prophet directly, but still corrected him, showing that even the best of the humanity is accountable before Allah, and that no one is above divine guidance. Allah then reminds us that we don't know whose heart is truly ready for guidance. The blind man came sincerely, seeking purification and knowledge. Meanwhile, the powerful leaders were arrogant and uninterested, yet attention had been given to them instead. Through this, Allah flips human standards upside down. Status, wealth, power, and influence do not matter to Allah. What matters is sincerity, humility, and the desire for truth. In the middle of the surah, Allah shifts our attention to the reality of the Quran itself, how it is a noble reminder, preserved, honored, and carried by noble angels. Towards the end, the surah paints a vivid picture of the day of judgment. A day so intense that people will flee from their closest relationships: parents, siblings, spouses, and children. On that day, faces will fall into two groups: faces that are bright, smiling, and hopeful, and faces that are dark by regret and disbelief. The final message of Surah Abasa is very deep. True honor lies in faith, not in position. True success lies in humility, not pride, and guidance belongs to Allah alone. After this incident, the Prophet treated Ibn Maktum with great honor, often saying, "Welcome to the one for whom my Lord reproved me." That alone shows the Prophet character and sincerity. Surah Abasa teaches us to never look down on anyone, to value those who sincerely seek Allah, and to remember that our ultimate return is to Him.